Hello, everyone. My name is Grant from Media Reels, and I am here today to shoot this property. And I want to take you guys to behind the scenes on what I do here when you guys call us to shoot your real estate and your content, pretty much. And for those of you guys who are watching me from my other channel, this is Grant here. Today, I want to take you to the behind the scenes. I know most of you guys have been asking me a lot of questions regarding what I do for a living. I've made a few videos, and a lot of guys have been asking me like, hey, what do you do for a living? You know, and for those of you guys who don't know, I'm a filmmaker, okay? But right now I work for, corporate America. I have a 9 to 5 and I do this on the side. Not only real estate, I make films, I create contents, I shoot documentaries, music videos, whatnot. And today I want to take you on the behind the scenes on how I create some of these videos. Today is a very, very simple job. The client called me last night that she wanted just videos, just photos for this nice property. As you guys can see, it's very, very nice. It's in Atlanta. The weather is kind of a little overcast, but everything will be taken care of. So I want to walk you through on what I do and the processes of how I create content or real estate for my client. So I'm gonna walk you guys through and let me know, I know this is a little bit off my the usual content that I normally created. I'm speaking to you guys on my, other channel. But if you guys want to see more stuff, I know there was a lot of gazillion content regarding these kind of, information. But everybody is different. So if you guys want to see more, just let me know, and I will, I will create some more depending on the response that I get from you guys. First of all, once I receive any call, I come to the house. I will look at the house on the map just to see the location, especially guys, especially if you're gonna be flying your drone, if you're gonna be doing a drone shot, photography or videography, you need to know about your location. And then on top of that, you need to check it and see if it's gonna require you to get some kind of authorization depending on the airspace that you're gonna be flying in. So that's what I normally do, depend on the job. So again, this is this is a very nice property, and I wish she would have asked me to do a video for her, but she said she only need photos. So photos it is. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through. I have all my equipment in that beast right there. But normally I will take a walk around the property, make sure everything is good and ready to go. Some properties, you might find yourself tenants are living in there, so you got to work around them. Luckily for us, or for me today, there is nobody living in here. It's staged and pretty much empty, so there is no trash can or anything like that here. I forgot my my tripod for this camera, so but I'm just gonna hold it and I'll see if I can place it somewhere. And oh, okay, so they do have a trash can, so it's back here in the house. Let's see okay, got it open. Ooh, how do you open this? All right, so I don't know, maybe I need to put some more force, or there's probably lock in the back. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna access it from the back. I have the codes to the house. She tested me this morning. So, but it's a very nice property, as you guys can see. Very, very, very nice. So, let me get a code. Okay, this is gonna be one of those old locks. So let's see what they got here. All right. So I'm gonna talk my way through as I do this, but like I said, if you guys want to know more, if you guys want to see more, just let me know, and I will create, more content to show you guys how I do it. And it's a very nice gig. You can learn. I mean, everything is learned. I learned this. Technically, I didn't even learn it, but again, I'm a filmmaker, so this is like, and that's one of the reasons why I don't do no niche on this channel, because I don't want to get tied down to like just one area of focus. I wanna be free, so I can create whatever that I want to create. Okay, so this is the property. It's very, very nice. I don't have anybody here filming for me, but it's a very, very nice property. So what I do for my clients or anybody who's gonna book me to shoot their content for them, for real estate, what I do is I walk in the house and make sure all the lights are on, turn on all the lights, all of it. All of it. Agents love that. So make sure everything is on. Now, depend on what you're going to be doing. If you're going to be doing a video, nice. Make sure that the fans are also on. But if you're just going to be doing photography, like what we're about to do today, we just need the lights on and make sure the blinds are open. Everything is nightly lit, which it is. This house is ready to go. Like some of these houses that I walk in, I pretty much have to be the houseboy to clean for them. Not because I'm stupid or anything like that. No, not because of that. It's a nice closet. But because this agent that I'm working with, it's a return. This kind of job, it's a repeat, client, so you got to take care of your client, Sometimes you may walk in the house and it might be a little bit more to do, which can get annoying sometimes because technically, let's walk through the back. Technically, the house is supposed to be ready by the time you walk in here so you can, do your job. But some of these houses, you go in there and it's just not ready. You have to pretty much, do everything for them, I can do what I can do, but I have my limits, but at the end of the day, like I said, you're not a houseboy. The first floor is, that nice kitchen, guys. And I'll see if I can, man, I wish I can do a video. But hey, make sure this is closed, okay? Don't leave it open. That's a bad no. Let's turn on the light. Make sure it's closed. This is a nice house. So the first floor is pretty much ready to go. I open everything, make sure there's nothing hidden. If something that I can shoot to, highlight in the video to, help the buyers have a great idea of what they're gonna get themselves into, So yeah, let's go upstairs. So what I was trying to say, this is uncut video. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but make sure all the lights are on. Again, you are not a houseboy, or I'm not a houseboy, but try to help your agent, okay? Because they probably hired a staging company for them to come do this, and she probably have no idea. This is the second time I'm gonna close that lid. Please, 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 I'm begging you in the name of God, make sure this is closed. If it's open, they're gonna send you back there again to go take these photos. And you can imagine, if it's a long drive, you go figure. But make sure all the lights are on. They did an amazing job. This agent, she's amazing. She always kills her staging. I have a few of them, but this one, yeah, she's good. There's another bathroom here. As I stated, look at it. Make sure this is down. Big no, okay? No, don't do that. Again, guys, let me know if you guys love it. It's a nice, they left the washer on. I don't know, but that's not my business. But we got to showcase all of this, all right? There's another room here, beautiful. Make sure the light's on. Okay, this one, Looks like we're gonna have to turn off the fan. These remote always get me, guys. I don't even know how to use them. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was the first trial. Anytime I go and I have these houses with these kind of, stuff, yeah, but that was my first trial. I would keep trying and trying, and it's hard for me to, get it. Let's see this one. Oh, okay. So pretty much, turn off the fan. Again, if you're filming, I probably would do I didn't have my gimbal. Yeah, I don't have my gimbal. If I would have brought my gimbal, I probably would have done a video on the side, just for myself. I'm probably gonna do it. And again, I'm gonna show you guys the equipment that we're gonna use for today's project. So the house is ready. As you guys can see, there was nothing for me to do besides turning on the light and the fan. Everything else is ready to go. Like I said, she is amazing. She makes sure her stuff is on point, and it is. She kills it any time, So we're gonna go back out there and go through the equipment and what we're gonna be doing, and start shooting. So let me cut back to. This is the only time I'm gonna cut, or maybe one or two. I don't know. Let's go back downstairs. But like I said, this is a very beautiful house. And some of them will have a special request. This little foyer, I don't know if that's what they call it. She told me there's a light in here, which it's already on. She was a little concerned that maybe I may, forget. But these are some of the stuff that you need to highlight in your, your project shoot, because they sell. It sells house. Trust me, it looks beautiful. Yeah, so let's go out there, grab the camera, and see what we're gonna do to, now, little piece of advice. Do not put your keys in your pocket, okay? Just trust me, do not put the keys in your pocket. I'm gonna put it right back in there. Now I drop it. I'm gonna put it right back in there, and then when I'm done, I'll lock it up. Do not put the keys in your pocket. Just don't ask questions. Trust me on that. All right, so let's go. We're gonna go grab the camera inside the beast here, all the gear that I'm gonna be using. I have some content on this truck, which we're gonna be doing that later. But I don't know why I forgot my, so the tools that we're gonna be using today, I forgot a tripod. It's a simple, this is my simple, thanks to the truck. Shout out to the truck. Truck tripod. This is the tool I'm gonna be using today. This is a very simple tripod, nothing special. I've had this tripod for over 7 years. You don't need anything. Now we're gonna go over the equipment, the cameras, and the tools, and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of content creators online who will try to sell you some courses and all that, and they will tell you need the most expensive stuff. I grabbed this from Best Buy. I think $30 or whatever. That was 7 years ago. I don't even remember. You don't need anything special. Trust me. You don't, okay? So we got our tripod here. What we're gonna do is, now I have two cameras. This is my workhorse. This is my Canon 5D Mark III. Guys, this is amazing camera. I bought this, I'll say maybe $3,500 when it first came out in 2012. I have shot feature films. I have shot music videos, thousands and thousands and thousands of photos, time lapses. This is a true workhorse. So guys, this came out 2012, because I was in college. You don't need a brand new camera for these kind of jobs, guys. And I'm gonna prove to you, okay? If anybody asks you, go buy a brand new camera and do this and do that, you don't. The only difference is with this camera is it doesn't have a timer, internal timer. So you just have to buy one equipment, which is called intervalometer. Intervalometer? Yeah, I think intervalometer. It's a timer or self-trigger because as you guys gonna see, I hope I can show without my tripod for the for this camera. But basically, once you push the shutter, you don't want the camera to be shaking or anything like that, and that is the reason why you need that remote, control. But other than that, you can use any camera. There are so many ways you can shoot a job like that. And any camera, I mean any camera. Because there's two ways you can shoot this. The one way that I'm gonna use, I use something called auto bracketing. And then there's one we call I can't even think of the word. I'm gonna put it here. That word, yeah, okay? But that requires you to, carry more gears and all that. As you guys know, I'm a minimalist guy. Minimalist. What is wrong with me today? I'm a minimalist guy, so everything that I carry with me, it has to be very small and compact, So, if you want to shoot a flatband, okay, I'm gonna just leave it here. If you want to use that, you're gonna have to carry your flashes and other equipment. I don't need to do all that. All I need is my camera and my remote and my tripod. That's all I need to do photos. Now, I'm not gonna use this to capture this listing today. I'm gonna use a different camera, but I'm gonna tell you guys, you can use this camera. This is a 14, 15-year-old camera. This camera has been dropped, it's been kicked, and it still looks new, okay? I dropped it just one. It was one of my, my classmates. We were shooting a school project, and then he dropped it accidentally. But that was just one time. But this is a workhorse. You can find this extremely cheap now, like $300, $500, depending on the shape it's in. Now, the lens that you can use, or you have to, that is a must. You will need a wide angle lens. Now, this is the full frame. If you want to shoot with a crop sensor, there is other stuff that you can use, which I can show you guys later. There's so many resources here on YouTube. If you guys want me to show you, I'm telling you the truth, guys. I'm right here with, you guys are here with me. So, but we're not gonna use this to shoot today. I have something for you. So, today, I'm gonna be shooting with the R5C. This is Canon as well. That is the bigger brother to this one, okay? That's the Canon 5D Mark III. We have the Mark IV, and then R5, and then we have R5C. This is the cinema. This is the beast. Now, somebody may ask me, Grant, why are you saying that you don't need a newer camera or expensive? Because this is about $5,000 when it came out. But somebody may ask me, like, why do you have this to shoot if you already have a camera? And that's a good question. So if you guys have seen me on my channel, I told you guys that I went and bought me a brand new Sony camera because all the stuff that I have, all the gears that I have is cinema cameras, all my gears is cinema. And I needed a camera which can give me like a very nice autofocus. So last year I did my research and I went and bought me a brand new Canon FX30, thinking that it's gonna be the greatest for me. But guys, it was two problems. I have about 10, 12 lenses, and all of them are Canon. And I'm like, if I'm really gonna use this camera, that means I'm gonna have to convert to Sony, or I'm gonna have to invest in Sony glasses. So I thought about it. I'm like, this is pretty much not a very good, wise decision, So I said, you know what? Forget it. So I sold the camera. I bought a lens with it. I sold it. I sold everything with it. And then I went and, bought me this brand new camera. Now I'm going to buy another one of these. because I'll be doing some video interviews and all that kind of stuff. But so that's the reason why, and I'm not using it because of it's not good or anything like that. It's because I needed an autofocus. Because all my gear, I have a red camera, I have a black magic, all of them are cinema and they don't have an autofocus. I needed an autofocus and this is a beast. And since I'm already used to, Canon ecosystem, I might as well just, just grab me a Canon. So we're gonna be shooting today with a brand new Canon R5C. Sorry guys, this is all day in Atlanta. All day. All day. Anyways, we're gonna shoot with R5C with 16 to 35. And again, if you guys want in-depth, just let me know. Depending on your response, I'll go into details on the gear to shoot these kind of work, okay? So, we're gonna be starting from outside. Normally what I do is I will start shooting from outside to inside and just work my way like that. Now I love this camera because it's very, very simple to use. Let me see if I can put it right here. Hopefully I'll be in frame. I'm so sorry guys. Yep, I think you guys very simple to shoot with. I wouldn't say simple. Everything is kind of live. Like, I turn the camera on. I see everything in real live, real time. That's the word, real time. So, which the 5D, it's an old school and you got to look, this one, it helps me a little bit to cheat because I see everything full real time. But normally I will start from the front or outside, do the exterior first, and then move myself back to the inside to finish, up the shoot. So this agent, when I first met her, the first property that I shot for her, there was some trees in the front. So I wasn't able to get a head-on shot for her, and she chewed me up for that, which, they're always right. You give them exactly what they're looking for, So I wasn't kind of, let me see, okay. I wasn't kind of upset or anything like that, no. She was like, hey, next time, can you give me this? And I'm like, sure. And I explained to her. She's like, oh, okay, I see it. So once you shoot for your agent or your client, you will know what they want. Some of them want something totally different. Some of them too will just trust you, like her. Like, here's the code. You go do what you got to do, but you got to make sure you give her everything or him everything that, they're looking for. So I'm going to set my camera. Today, what we're gonna shoot is F11, which is, most people will say F9, F8. There is no right way, guys. Just don't step it all the way down because you want everything in focus. But I shoot in F11. You can do 10, you can do 9, it really doesn't matter. So I'm gonna shoot in F9. Since I'm already outside, my ISO is gonna be 320. This is a beast. I can go 1,000, 1,200, whatever that I want to shoot, I can. But I normally try to stay between 320 and 400 ISO. All right. And my shutter speed, probably gonna go 1/200 a second to shoot this. And again, we're gonna shoot something called AEB, or auto bracketing. What I'm doing here is I'm gonna shoot 3 images, one on a regular exposure, and then one overexposed and one underexposed. And then I'm gonna blend them together to get a final photo, which enhances the dynamic range of the image. So I set up everything. Most people have their own preset they use to to do this kind of job. I don't have no preset. I just shoot as I go. Again, you can do whatever you want to do. My first shot, I'm gonna grab it here